Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Sharita, and the name of my channel is Unique by Sharita. Welcome. In today's video, we're going to refresh our dining nook for spring by adding shades of green to the space. I've already laid down a rug and put up some drapes, and these drapes were custom made a few years ago using curtains I found at the store. And while this rug is from Home Goods, it wasn't my first choice for the area. I'm still on the fence on if I'm going to keep it or return it for my first choice. It's a bit lighter than what I usually go for in a dining space, and I typically prefer darker rugs that hide any food spills. Nevertheless, I think it adds a fresh feel for spring. I have a beautiful set of 4 pieces of art that I'm excited to hang today. And initially, I thought about waiting to show you all 4 pieces in another video, but I decided to go ahead and reveal them at the end of this one. So don't look too hard at the 3 pieces of art that you'll see, because we are going to balance the space. And I'm sure some of you are eager to see the complete look. And honestly, having just 3 hanging irks me a little bit. Keep in mind, I do like balance also. I was waiting to get a piece of curtain rod cut, but I still didn't get it cut in time. So I'm still going to show you how it's going to look at the end of the video. The goal for today is to shop my home utilizing items I already own to create a fresh and inviting space for spring. I have this side table at the back of the room that used to be brown, and I decided to give it a fresh look by spray painting it gold a few years ago. And to brighten things up, I'm placing a clear vessel lamp in front of the window, and this spot is perfect because it allows the sunlight to still shine through. And I pulled this lamp from my attic, and of course, when storing things in my attic, I do cover them, especially the lampshade. So I just need to clean off the base of the lamp. You can see I'm just using the Dawn Power Wash, and then I'm going to follow up with my spray weight glass cleaner to remove any dirt or residue. Now that it's all clean, let's go ahead with continuing with adding some more decor pieces to this side table. The white decorative piece is acting as a backdrop for these 2 clear vases, and to give them a touch of elegance and interest, I'm going to place a simple rose stem in each vase and add the lid to both vases. I'm just going to add these tea light candle holders and of course a couple of tea lights to them. And I did come back later and add a taller white vase with gold trim to the back. So now let's go ahead and add some items to our table. And these are probably the only new purchase besides the rug in the space. I purchased these from Home Goods a couple of months ago, and I feel like they would be perfect for spring and even summer, just adding a pop of color into the space. A lot of times when I have 2 of the same vases, I like to elevate one to create depth and variation. However, today we're switching things up. Instead of stacking, we're going to add some artificial flowers to one of the vases and place a candle in the other. And when making a floral arrangement, It's a great idea to start with your greenery and then add your floral stems when it comes to making your artificial flower arrangements. This tip can work the opposite for fresh cut flowers depending on your level of expertise. Either way, play around with it until it's to your liking. And adding a flower arrangement, whether fresh cut or artificial, and a candle to similar vases not only maintains balance but also adds a touch of elegance and light to your table. Feel free to mix things up. Of course, you can stay with the same color family or you can mix things up with different colors. In today's video, I'm mixing things up with textures, but I'm staying in the same color family. I decided to stay with white, just adding these floral stems for some extra texture. Now let's add a wow factor. I'll be using this cheese tray as a display base. This is a perfect piece for showcasing a few elements that you adore or to just bring your theme to life. So in my case, I want to bring in some spring. So I'm going to use the cheese tray to make the display by using some greenery. You can also use some grass, and I'm just cutting it up, and then I'm going to add a little cute bunny figurine and some decorative eggs around the bunny, and I'm going to nestle it all on top of the greenery. The little bunny in the cheese dome does have two other friends that came in the set. So we're just going to add those two bunnies to the table to complete the look. Now we're adding the decorative glass egg, and now it's time to set the table. And everything I'm using to set the table are items I already had. We will be setting the table for 6 places, so let's go ahead and do that. And then I'll go over the items that I use to make our place settings in just a second. As I mentioned earlier, I already had majority of the table where I'm using today. However, I only had a set of 4 glasses from last year, so to complete the place setting for 6, I picked up another set of glasses. All right, so here is a closer view of our place setting, and I did not add flatware to the table. We can always add it later or not at all. I don't know if you noticed that I did take down the silver and gold metal art that was hanging here, and I'm going to replace it with some green and gold metal art or decorative pieces. The metal art that I'm going to be using is square, although it is designed to hang in a diagonal position as well as a square position. I opted for the diamond position because it just add a little bit more visual interest with everything else squared off in the space. As I mentioned earlier, I do have a challenge here because one side of the wall is wider than the other. To balance things out, I'm going to extend the curtain rod about a half a foot. This little trick helps create the illusion that both sides of the wall are closer in size, giving the room a more balanced look. So let's go ahead and do that. And here it is with the curtain rod in place. Remember, I have not cut it. And here it is, just showing you how it looks if we had the curtain rod and curtain in place. Everything looks good. And visually, here's a closer look just so you won't see the curtain rod, but you see the gold. This is a wood curtain rod, so I'm going to cut it in a couple of days and then I'll install it correctly. But for now, you see the look that I'm going for, and I absolutely love the way the space turned out. Right, everyone, we are coming to the end of this video. Thank you all for watching my video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you like these types of videos and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, turn your notification on so you'll be notified when I post videos. And be on the lookout. We do have another video coming behind this one that will incorporate the other space into this area. And remember to always shop your home first. It not only saves money, but also challenges your creativity. And I encourage you to look around your home and see what you can repurpose or rearrange to bring new life to your spaces. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.